I have a network update for you guys from AT&T. This is FirstNet related. New FirstNet cell sites launch across Vermont to support first responders. So it looks like they added 3 new cell sites across Vermont. And like I said in the previous video, this is the most engaged, aggressive, focused deployment that I have ever seen from AT&T. It started in 2017 when they got the contract awarded for FirstNet. They had to start adding the Band 14 radios, equipment, and the panels on the sites. So then they started modernizing the sites, and most sites now take on a different look from where they were pre-2017. Pre-2017, a lot of the sites that I've seen across the US, even in my market, had about 5-6 panels on them. And when they started upgrading the sites here, they completely ripped the sites. And then versus having all the equipment and panels that were on the sites previously, they trimmed it down to about 3 panels. So they started modernizing. They started ripping the baseband units, and that deployment, doing that on the existing grid now today is about 95% complete. And then the second part to the deployment was they had to start scaling and adding coverage outside of their existing footprint. And they're now doing that in a big way as well. So this is, like I said, and I'm sticking to that story. I won't change from that. This is the most aggressive, focused deployment that I have ever seen from AT&T in such short time, very decisive, getting everything up to a high percentile. And it should still continue throughout this year and next year in a big way. There's still coverage gaps that AT&T has. There's sites planned for that, but they have to, of course, go through the approval process. And then they have to build the site, which they're starting to do. I mean, there's new articles coming out almost every other day with AT&T launching new sites through FirstNet. And those coverage gaps are going to be a thing of the past very soon. Like I said recently in my video, 2.81 million square miles covered now. That's going to increase throughout this year and then next year. And like I said, I think eventually FirstNet is going to have the biggest, broadest coverage powered by AT&T. Like I said, I still believe the AT&T consumer has access to that coverage. But in times of emergencies, first responders do have priority. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, this is a aggressive, focused AT&T on that deployment. And if that can translate into the 5G deployment, then I am very confident AT&T will do just fine. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.